Throughout our lives, we all come across lessons we wish we had learned sooner. These insights often emerge from a mix of personal experiences, reflection, and the wisdom shared by others. They shape our decision, guide our action, and ultimately help us live a more fulfilling life. The sooner we embrace these lessons, the better, as they allow us to avoid common mistakes and make more informed choices. Today, I want to share some of the most valuable lessons I've learned, not just as ideas but as guiding principles that have helped me live my life to the fullest. The first and most important lesson is that health is everything, yet many of us take it for granted, especially when we're young. When we feel fine, we rarely think about our well being. It's only when we fall sick or face a health crisis that we realize how precious it truly is. Every year, when I catch a cold and spend a few days feeling miserable, I am reminded not to neglect my health. There's a reason people say health is wealth. Too often, people sacrifice their well being in the relentless pursuit of money only to regret it later. Ask yourself this: would you trade places with someone who has $100 million but is too sick to leave their bed? Most people wouldn't. In fact, those with extreme wealth would gladly give it all up just to be healthy again. Good health allows us to enjoy life, move freely, and chase our dreams. Without it, everything else becomes secondary. That's why it's crucial to make decisions that support your well-being. Get enough sunlight, sleep well, exercise regularly, and avoid harmful habits like smoking, excessive drinking, and junk food. Prioritize your health now, or you may face the consequences later. The second lesson is that if you can control your environment, you can control your life. Many people believe that self-control is all about willpower, forcing yourself to resist temptation and push through distractions. But I found that discipline is often overrated. Instead of constantly fighting against bad habits, a smarter approach is to set up your environment in a way that makes good habits effortless. For example, I haven't eaten sugary foods in months, not because I have incredible willpower, but because I don't keep them in my home. If I had ice cream sitting in my freezer, I would devour it in seconds. But by making it inconvenient to access, I rarely have to resist the temptation at all. The same principle applies to positive behaviors. If you want to read more, keep books within reach. If you want to drink more water, have a bottle next to you at all times. The easier you make good habits and the harder you make bad ones, the more control you'll have over your life. The third lesson is to stay true to yourself. When I was younger, I realized that I could make almost anyone like me if I simply adapted to their expectation. By mirroring their interests and opinion, I could fit in anywhere. But later in life, I learned that this wasn't sustainable. When you pretend to be someone you're not, you attract people who like the persona you've created, not the real you. This leads to shallow relationships and a constant feeling of disconnect. Meanwhile, the people who would have genuinely appreciated you for who you are might pass you by. It's natural to seek social acceptance, but at what cost? Studies have shown that people are willing to conform to group opinions even when they know they are wrong, simply to fit in. However, true fulfillment comes from embracing your authentic self. Not everyone will like you, but the right people, the ones who truly matter, will. The fourth lesson is that your mind needs rest just as much as your body does. We readily acknowledge the need for physical recovery after exercise, yet we often overlook mental exhaustion. In today's world, many jobs require intense cognitive effort, but because mental strain is less visible than physical fatigue, we tend to dismiss it. Many people think that scrolling through social media or watching TV counts as a break, but in reality, these activities keep our brains overstimulated. True mental rest comes from unplugging, taking a walk without your phone, sitting in silence, or engaging in activities that allow your mind to wander freely. This downtime is not just important for mental clarity but also for creativity. Some of the best ideas come when your brain is given the space to breathe. The fifth lesson is to manage your energy. not just your time. Traditional productivity advice focuses on optimizing schedules, but the reality is that our energy levels fluctuate throughout the day. Instead of forcing yourself to work for long hours, it's more effective to align your tasks with your natural energy peaks. I found that when I do my most important work during my peak focus hours, I get more done in less time. This approach not only increases efficiency but also improves work life balance. Taking breaks and resting when needed allows you to perform at your best without burning out. Finally, the sixth lesson is simple: have a good day, have a great life. Many people chase grand achievements, wealth, or major life events thinking they will bring happiness. But in reality, life is just a series of ordinary days. If you can make your average day enjoyable by doing work you don't hate, spending time with people you love, and taking care of your well being, you'll naturally build a fulfilling life. Unfortunately, many people trade 50 weeks of misery for 2 weeks of vacation, believing that happiness comes in rare, extraordinary moments. But the truth is, life isn't about occasional highs, it's about the quality of your everyday experience. If you focus on making your daily life better, everything else will fall into place. These are the lessons I live by, and they've helped me create a life that I genuinely enjoy. If there's one takeaway from all of this, is that small, consistent changes in the way you think and act can have a profound impact on your overall happiness. So take care of your health, shape your environment wisely, be true to yourself, rest your mind, work with your energy, and make every day count. That's the real formula for a fulfilling life.